Let's see. Okay, it went live. I didn't realize it started yet. Welcome, everybody, to Panda's Dysfunctional Postgame. Tonight, me and my friend Steele are going to just be talking about anything and everything. It's just kind of a hangout tonight. There's been a lot going on recently. There's been a lot going on with different video games. There's been Hogwarts Legacy's coming out soon. New season of Critical Role came out. I think it's only the first 3 episodes. It's pretty cool. If you like animated cartoons, it's definitely a more adult-oriented one. I would check it out. I enjoy it. You may too. February 20th, I believe, Hogwarts Legacy is coming out, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, Hogwarts Legacy is already out.
No, it isn't, Bubby.
It's at GameStop.
You can pre-order it at GameStop, but it's not quite out yet. Let's see. Oh, February 10th, not 20th. So that's going to be nice. I think it comes out first on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. Is that the new one or is it One S? I don't know. The newest Xbox. It's going to be cool. I can't wait for it. They've got a lot of cool stuff. Choose your house. I'm a Hufflepuff. That's cool. You know, one of my friends, she thought for a long time she was a Hufflepuff. She retook the Pottermore quiz not too long ago. It turns out she's now a Slytherin, which sucks because now, as far as I know, I'm like the only Hufflepuff I know, which sucks. Which Hufflepuff is definitely the best house. There we go. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, cool. What am I joining waterbending for?
Oh, I didn't realize that the audio thing came through this side also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does everything for us.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like it so much. It's real easy to get into. If we ever want to have anybody on with us, all we have to do is send them the link, and they can just straight up join.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Where is... There we go.
I didn't realize you were messaging me.
Hi, Amber.
Amber. Old picture. Yeah.
No, I heard you talking a little bit about Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah,
and
I'm excited.
Dude, I'm fucking stupid excited. I can't wait. Gryffindor, though. Sorry. But
What's up, Aiden?
Aiden, what's happening?
Yeah, Gryffindor seems to be a pretty popular choice, and so does Slytherin, but I think those are just all edgelords.
Well, I took like the legit Pottermore quiz and like went through all that shit. And Gryffindor like was my house.
Yeah, that's how it was with me in Hufflepuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I took it, and I was just straight Hufflepuff.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. That's the 16th, right?
The 10th.
Yeah.
February 10th. I don't know. Well, that's for the PS5. I'm not quite sure when it's coming out. I think Steam is PC the same day, or are they doing that with the old gen consoles?
It looks like it is the same day. It looks like it is the 10th.
Yeah. So
just drinking tea. Of course you are, Aiden. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Brits, man, what are you gonna do? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna buy it for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I just don't. I don't know if I want to spend the extra $10 to get the.
I did it.
Because I think it's just like the dark art stuff, right?
For the collector's edition?
Oh no, just for pre-order exclusive Hippogriff mount.
I did it.
That's just for pre-ordering, but what
Daddy,
the
look.
deluxe edition? Here it is. Dark arts.
Yeah, I think.
And you get 72-hour early. Damn, you get 3 days early access for pre-ordering it?
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit.
That's why I can't wait. I'm gonna probably get the deluxe edition at first, and later on down the line, I'm gonna try to snag a collector's edition so I can get that really cool book.
There's not really many games that I'm excited for, honestly. Like, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Like, for the people tuning in, like, I streamed Destiny 2 for almost 2 years straight. And when I tell you I got burnt out, I got burnt the fuck out. Like, it was like 4 to 5 days a week, 4 hours minimum. Like, that's all I did. And it was fun. Like, it was great because I got to meet some really cool people from the community and I got to do some really cool things with it. But at the same time, it's like nothing's changing. Like, they want to say all this recent stuff that's updating and getting fixed, but like as a primary FPS person, like I play Call of Duty, Battlefield, all that stuff. As a primary FPS dude, like multiplayer has always been my thing where I go in and like play against other people to kind of show off my skill a little bit. Cause like a lot of my chat and even Beller, who's one of my mods, like they give me shit all the time. Like they just bust my balls and call me a bot. But like confidently I could say I'm pretty above average with most shooters that I play. Like my awareness for most of that has always been like peak. But the PvP aspect of Destiny 2 is just something that desperately needs fixed.
Yeah.
And I just don't see it happening that way. I don't see them fixing what needs to be fixed. Like, I'll get back into it because Lightfall comes out in less than a month. As a matter of fact, when does Lightfall come out? 28th. So we have like 38 days before the newest expansion comes out. I'm not even going to play it. I had no interest whatsoever. Like, it looks good. I'll play it eventually, but I'm taking a couple months break from that because doing that for 2 years straight just kind of puts a sour taste in somebody's mouth.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I have a hard time staying with particular games for too long. Yeah, I call you a bot all the time, but I'm terrible at PvP games. I mean,
I have a lot of fun with it, man. I really do. Like,
it's fun. Like, I'll do some janky stuff like the Riot Shield and RPGs, but my enjoyment from games isn't necessarily being good at them. It's like playing with people.
Yeah, no, it's the experience, right? That's what gaming's all about. Like, it's always ever been about the experience. And as fun as doing single player PvP stuff is, like, I mean, when Aiden and I would go into Crucible and piss around, or when you and I would go into strikes or higher difficulty activities, like, it was fun to just sit there and shoot the shit and like be terrible at it while we were just having fun and making jokes. And that's kind of like where this whole podcast thing came to fruition with us, because we would just play games and it would be one of those instances that like Beller and I would talk and like, man, we should take this further than just gaming and sit down and just for an hour or so and just talk about random stuff.
Yeah, pretty much anything and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not good at talking by myself, as I'm sure people saw within the first 2 minutes, but like, I don't know. My mind just goes blank unless I have somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Call
And
it
that's
nerves or whatever, but
yeah, and a lot of the bigger YouTubers or even people that just like solely focus on YouTube in general, I give them props because like streaming in front of an audience to me is a lot easier because like I have live comments coming through. Or, like if I'm playing with people, I have ways of conversation to piggyback off of with certain topics. But like just doing it myself sometimes, I agree with you, man. Like it's a little nerve wracking.
it can be definitely hard. Um, I I have a hard time like when nobody's there, and it's like, well, I know I'm supposed to be entertaining, but nobody's here to really watch it. I don't know what to talk about because I'm by myself. If you have a
Right.
couple people, you can keep up conversations with them pretty easily.
Yeah.
If you have another person on the stream or in the game with you to talk to, it's pretty easy to keep it up with that.
Yeah.
And we have the comment section over here that people are, messaging us, and we can respond to it right
Yeah.
then and there. So,
Absolutely.
just
Keeps it easier. Like even like I know this is YouTube, but like going off of the whole Twitch thing too, it's like some of those bigger guys that have 40, 50,000 people and that chat's just constantly nonstop moving. Like that's the point you legit have to be entertaining because you can't sit and read everything. Like you may glance over and catch a comment or two here and there, but you really have to sit and think about, all right, I know I can't keep up with chat. And that's my biggest thing is like, I feel bad if I miss a message. So having that many people, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, once they get that big, they do a couple things. And one thing I've noticed is they'll always turn subscriber mode on where nobody can talk if they're not a subscriber.
Yeah.
And then they'll read the super chats. Some of them will read all super chats. Some of them will read just some of them.
Yeah.
But they'll turn it on like subscriber only mode and turn slow mode on so people can only talk every 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And I understand that, but like
that's kind of throttling
rough.
Communities, right? Like,
I mean, it may be throttling communities, but you got to understand, like, if you're going to have any interaction at all with your chat, you've got to be able to see it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely understand that. I don't know, like I personally don't like the whole slow mode or super chat or subscriber only thing because like there's people out there. Well, like let's take for example Aiden, right? Like Aiden's been a mod of mine for 2 years.
Yeah.
And like he can't sub. So if I put that in there, like I'm even limiting and I'll use this term loosely because you're not really my employees or my employers. No, employees. Yeah, that's the one. Like you guys aren't technically my employees, but at the same time, like you're there to moderate chat to make sure everything goes smooth. And if you can't type, then it's like that's where I said the whole throttling thing comes into play. Because
that's where you misunderstand it because mods and I think VIPs aren't affected by slow mode.
Well, I'm talking about sub mode though.
Oh, well, I don't think they're affected by that either. If they're a mod or a VIP, they get automatic access.
I thought sub mode didn't affect anybody. Like I thought you had to be a sub. I'm not sure though, but yeah, like you said, Aiden, like you could put it in slow mode, but like I don't know, man. It just gets to a point with that large of a crowd watching and paying attention. It's like you have to be the person to be entertaining. You can't rely on chat to start the conversation. Like you have to kind of have 3 different conversations with yourself to kind of grasp everybody else that's coming in. Because realistically, like, and even the YouTube side, like on the live thing, you have 30 seconds at max to grab somebody's attention when they come in to watch, right? So like somebody comes in and let's just say, for example, Beller, you stay quiet for a second and I'll stay quiet. And I'm just sitting here and nothing's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me do it this way because it'll make it easier.
Also, on a side note, I just looked it up, and VIPs and mods are immune to the sub-only modes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so 30 seconds at minimum, right?
I'm having the rest of the cookies. I'm getting the rest of the cookies, Dad.
So 30 seconds. That felt like a fucking eternity for that 30 seconds. That was terrible.
It really did.
But you could have had 10 people. Like, realistically, we could have had 10 people in that 30 seconds.
10 new
And
people.
those 10 new people, all they heard was silence for 30 seconds, right? And saw me holding my phone up, and they were wondering, what the fuck is this guy doing? What the hell is he talking about?
Well, to be fair, if they came in and saw that and that's what they were thinking, they're probably going to stick around to figure out what you were doing.
Right. But if I didn't have the phone and we were just sitting here in silence for 30 seconds, most people aren't going to stick around.
No.
There's thousands of content creators out there. There's thousands of people out there trying to do this. So you have to stand out over everybody else. Right. So like that 30 seconds of silence, which to me felt like 3 minutes, that was terrible.
Yeah, I was going nuts. My kid was talking about cookies.
Yeah. So like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I try to stay as vocal as possible, or even talk about things in general. But from your standpoint too, like when you're by yourself, I get it, man. It's tough at times. Like it's super hard sometimes.
I think it's more difficult while streaming a game, because unless you're like actively talking about what's going on in a game, like streaming a first-person shooter, I don't know how the fuck you do it. I really don't, because if nobody's talking, you don't have anybody to talk to, and you're just sitting there playing a game trying to shoot people. It's like my mind can't do so many things at once.
No,
if I'm sitting there playing an RPG like Final Fantasy or something, I just talk about the game.
Yeah, because you can explain like quests are going on, items you're specifically looking for. If I'm sitting here playing first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Destiny's different, right? Because at least with Destiny, like there's objectives to what you're doing first-person wise. Like there's strike objectives. There's like even if we're playing Trials where it's PvP, like, and I'm playing with my team, we can strategize and we can talk about where people are at, what people are doing. But Call of Duty, it's like it's the same damn thing over and over again.
Yeah, he could do that because he's got a green screen. I don't have one.
You like my brick wall, Amber? It's great. You shut your mouth. It's awesome. I can do this too. Hold on. Let's change it to here. We'll go fancy with my fireplace over my right shoulder. Yeah, exactly, Aiden. Like that game in general, or like even Apex too, right? Like games that have that option, at least with Destiny, I could get 3 of the same guns, but each role is different. So you can talk about like the roles, you can talk about what situation they're good for. You can talk about literally anything in that, consumables that you pick up, whatever. But again, like Call of Duty, I'm at the point with Call of Duty where I'm going for camos, right? And in between each game, I go look at camos. I'm like, all right, well, I need to get 10 more hip fires, or I need to get like 30 like crouch kills, but that's about it. Like when you play Call of Duty, so what I've also noticed too, and even on both platforms like YouTube and Twitch, when it comes to FPS stuff, if you're not entertaining, something's in my eye. What the fuck? If you're not an entertaining person, like there's two types of people when it comes to FPS type deals. And it's either on the competitive side where you don't have to talk because your gameplay is enough to want to grab people's attention for tournaments you're in, or two, where in my case is I'm the most consistent person you'll ever see in shooters. Because some games I'll go 30-0, and then the next game I'll go 0-30. I don't know how the fuck it happens, but it does.
Yeah. Yeah, there are Souls like games. Elden Ring. Elden Ring's good. I like it.
See,
I had fun.
I would play that because that would be entertaining. Because I'm fucking awful at Souls games. I'm terrible at any of them. Like I've played Dark Souls. The only one I wasn't was Bloodborne because that was like the easier of the Souls titles. But like Elden Ring, I would love to play, but let's be honest here, guys. I don't want to spend $60 on Elden Ring. I refuse to spend $60 on Elden Ring. I don't want to do it.
A little bit more.
I'll wait till it gets cheaper, but like I think it's on my wish list on Steam. Yeah, it is. It's still $60. Like I'm not paying that right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, unless you're like, I don't know, unless you're like really excited for a game, I wouldn't pay $60 for it anymore. There's just
well,
really
9
no
times
reason
out of
to.
10, everything comes out on fucking Game Pass anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I wanted to play High on Life, and I was like, "Oof, I'm not paying 60." And then somebody's like, "Yo, it's on Game Pass." I'm like, "Fucking
Really?
sweet." I'm gonna play it on Game Pass, and I did, and it was awesome, and I didn't have to spend a damn thing on it.
You should have streamed it.
Well, I was a little concerned with that because I don't know how Twitch would feel about that.
They'd be okay with it. There's a bunch of people streaming it.
Or if I would kind of have to do like I did with The Witcher, because there's like nudity and sexual theme in The Witcher. So I wouldn't know if I'd have to put 18 plus and set the audience to 18 plus just to avoid like any headaches or any possible issues with that. Yeah. Your background's dope, by the way.
Dude, I love it.
It's so cool.
And it works good because like my wall and my ceiling are white. So I don't even need a green screen.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
But
and back to Amber's comment, soap is better.
Big facts.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
I really am, because like I've been looking at, let me see if I can find this quick. Banned games on Twitch. Excuse me. Holy shit, there's a bunch of them. Of course, there's one called Porno Studio Tycoon. I mean, BMX XXX. Suck my dick or die.
It's a good thing we're not monetized on YouTube. It'd be gone.
Yeah. And that's like, I don't know, man. The whole monetize thing too, and like YouTube not allowing you to swear.
I know. But it's like,
because like, you know me, I have a mouth like a sailor, dude.
I do too. And that's why I would like to like put it on Rumble. But I don't know.
I just like, I don't think as much the swearing's the issue. Because like I popped into a Tim the Tatman stream today, and like within the first 10 seconds I hear him say fuck, and I'm like, well,
Is that a YouTube thing or?
Well, yeah, because he used to be one of the biggest streamers on Twitch.
Didn't
then
he
he-
leave after Dr. Disrespect got kicked?
Like 2 months after.
Yeah, so
He
not
left
too
shortly
much.
after. But he went to YouTube full time to do that. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think they care as much about the swearing. It's more of the content that you show that they care about. But I don't know. I haven't looked enough into the YouTube stuff yet to really know what.
Huggy Wuggy Mouth.
Yeah, it's something we'd probably have to look into more often, or not more often, but more to figure it out. But I mean, hell, just sitting here fucking talking, I'm cool with that. I don't care.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing too. Like, if this becomes a thing and it starts picking up pace, like even if we're not monetized on YouTube, like that's what Patreon's for. That's what
I would personally rather do a locals, but yeah,
do what
locals instead of
hell is that?
Patreon.
Is it similar to Patreon?
It's like Patreon. It's almost exactly like Patreon, but they won't ban you for anything. Well, unless you like show your
Parts.
Right. Sorry, kid.
I mean, I could say it unless you show your penis on it,
or actively show somebody getting like shot.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think they banned for that. No, they don't. As long as you're doing a commentary and not like celebrating the death of somebody, you're okay.
Well, I mean, even with Patreon too, like I don't even see us doing anything to get in trouble on that.
Yeah. Well,
Patreon's more for just like ways of supporting outside of whatever platform they're on.
Yeah, my issue is I've been banned on several places already. So like I need to make a new Twitter, which I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed.
Twitter's a joke, man. Like
it is, but like marketing.
Yeah. I mean, I have a Twitter for my original idea that I was telling you about.
Okay.
It's still going to be the same URL, but we can change up the name on the account. We'll talk about it, but
oh, that's okay. I completely mislabeled the name of this show.
Panda's Dysfunctional Postgame.
Instead of Dysfunctional Hut, I put Postgame.
Oh, that's fine. It's the first one, so I don't see this going perfect for the first.
What are you talking about? It's going great. We've got people. We've been talking about things. Now all we need to do is shit on somebody and get canceled, and we're golden.
Oh, I got the perfect one for you then, buddy. Here we go.
Oh yeah, let's do
I was
this.
watching fucking TikTok, just sitting here waiting for my headset to charge.
Oh
and
boy.
This fucking Slap League shit popped up.
Slap League.
Why?
Yep.
What? You know what? Let's see here. How? Slap battles. Here we go. This is Roblox shit. I don't care about that.
I believe you can share your screen. Hold on. Give me 1 second while you're pulling that up.
How much? Wait. How much does someone get paid for slapping someone? Wait a second. What? Can you really be sued $1 million for slapping someone? When an editor of French fashion magazine slapped a public relations executive in the face during a New York Fashion Week, September 9th, she in turn got slapped with a lawsuit. Is reportedly seeking at least $1 million in damages. Assault, battery, emotional distress, slander.
How are you slandering somebody if you smack them?
Smack the shit out of them, right? Like what?
I'm gonna smack you so hard you get defamed.
Slap league. Here we go.
You slap
Hey.
somebody and I'm gonna slap you so hard you get called a little bitch and now you're defamed. Roblox? Oh god.
Whoa.
I don't like Roblox. What? You can share your screen and we can pop it up.
So you're telling me to get the absolute shit smacked out of me, to one, potentially dislocate a jaw, two, pop blood vessels in my face, and three, get knocked the fuck out. You're only going to pay me $400?
Oh, are
Fuck
you talking
you.
about the slap fight?
The slap league stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, $470.
So
No, fuck you. That's not happening.
no, you heard the funny story about that, right?
I don't think so.
So Slap League, right? I believe Dana White is running that.
That's what popped up on my TikTok then. Because
Yeah.
it was all American people talking.
Yeah. So it's being ran by Dana White, who is the current owner of UFC. The day before Slap League was supposed to air on television, he got caught on camera drunkenly smacking his wife.
Smacking the shit out of his wife? Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking wild.
It is.
But
It's great.
I did see that article too, and his wife said,
they were both over drinking, and
Right.
it's never happened before. And I get that, but still, the optics is just crazy.
yeah, it's
I'm gonna play Uno with Mama.
but that's crazy though, man. To get in those competitions and get the shit slapped out of me, $470.
Is that just for participating, or is that like the final prize?
That's the final prize.
Oh, that's stupid. Nah, fuck that. Nope, I'm good.
Dude, what the fuck? And like, it has to be on the cheek. Like, I've seen people get smacked in the side of their head or smacked like in their chin. And oh, here we go. Dana White explains the rules. Who strikes first? A coin is tossed or seeding method will determine who gets to elect to slap or defend first. The clock, 30 seconds to slap, 30 seconds to recover, repeat. Men and women's division, weight classes consistent with MMA.
Aiden, if it was over there, it wouldn't be a thing.
The number of rounds depends on the format, with the minimum being 3. Method of winning, TKO, KO, and points. Like boxing, slap judge based on 10-point must system, with the winner scoring 10 points and the opponent scoring 9 or fewer. Here's the fouls, though. Striker fouls include clubbing, stepping, illegal windup, and delay of game. Some of these dudes are big. They got like fucking lobster claws that they're just coming in and fucking smacking people with.
Did you see that one guy whose face was like so swollen? It was like he had a normal face, and then the side of his face was like...
Yeah, and he got smacked in the top of his head, and he was like pointing, and they were like, "Oh no, baby."
What's up, Miller?
Hello.
This is the first episode of our thingy.
Oh.
If you want to join.
Is it a thing over there, Amber? I didn't know. I didn't think it would be.
I think it's a thing everywhere. I think if there's stupid people, there's gonna be shit to do, right? Because it started in Russia. Because let's be honest, we all know Russians are fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I went to high school with a kid from Russia, straight from Russia. And my senior year of high school, he got suspended 16 times.
Damn.
And most of it was because he would come to school with alcohol in his backpack. Like, you're fucking 16 or 17, dude.
Well, they get started at 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Their mothers don't produce breast milk. They produce fucking vodka.
Yeah, it's whiskey barrels. It's not breast milk.
That's fucking wild. That's crazy.
Oh, man. Very normal. What other stupid things have... I know there's a lot of dumb sports out there. Uh, crab racing. There's cheese rolling. Oh, this was crazy. Have you heard of chess boxing?
What the fuck is that?
so, um, they have chess boxing, and it's, I think after each person moves once, they have a 3-minute round of boxing.
Yo, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
3 minutes. Give me 30 seconds. I'm knocking the person the fuck out. Because let's be honest. Okay, so let me preface this by saying this show's gonna get fucking off the rails quick. I'm a nerd. Beller's a nerd. If you saw this wall over here, there's about 150 pops. So don't take this the wrong way. 90% of people who play chess are fucking geeks. If I'm boxing a dude playing chess, I'm knocking him the fuck out. I'm just saying, dude, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not smart enough to beat anybody, but
Aiden, I will fucking curb stomp you into the moon. Yeah, that's just like
man.
There's levels of nerd, right? Like there's the closet nerds that are nerdy, but there's this social standards of you can't be a nerd. Let me move this over because something's all fucked up.
Oh,
What's up?
What were you saying?
No, there's that like social norm where like people don't want to be nerdy because they think it's a bad thing. And then there's the step up for that are like a little bit of nerd comes out here and there, right?
The whole dynamic has completely changed
Mm-hmm.
on its head. It used to be like the jocks would bully the geeks and all that, and that was, I'm 30, and that was before my time.
Yeah, dude. Like growing up in school, I had to closet me being a nerd because like I got bullied a lot to begin with anyway, but
so did I.
God forbid, like these kids would have found out that I was into the shit that I was in, it would have been 100 times worse. Like hands down, I would have been worse.
Well, I was in my high school anime manga club. Every Wednesday we'd watch anime in the tech room, and
I wish we had that in our school. Fuck,
dude, it was cool. Like we had people that would come in and play Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, but usually we would just sit there and watch anime on the teleprompter in the tech room, and the teacher that was there for us was the head IT guy. He was amazing. He was awesome. We almost, I'm not naming names, but one of my friends almost got it shut down. Because him and a girl decided to go into a computer lab that was unoccupied, and they got caught on camera. So that was a thing.
It's funny you say that because I have a story after you're done with this.
Yeah, we would just watch anime and stuff.
But we had a game club in our school. Like everybody bring their DSs, and like I was still rocking my Game Boy Advance SP.
Those were the shit.
Yeah, they were.
But I had a blue one.
I have actually. You know what? Hold on.
I don't know what that means, Aiden, but yeah, you're probably right. But like the dynamic has completely changed. It went from like now the cool thing is being a geek or a nerd, and it's just like it's so. I don't want to say it like this, but it's cringe now.
It is
because everybody wants to be a geek or a nerd, but like.
So I couldn't find it.
Embarrassed.
Yeah, there's no reason to be embarrassed about that stuff. Like I'm openly proud about being a nerd.
No, I'm saying the people that are doing it just to be like the cool ones now are the ones who like all that stuff. That's embarrassing.
Well, yeah, Aiden, that's That's the what the hell do they call them? The
Middle
Gen
schoolers?
Zs?
Yeah, something like that.
Like that's the snowflake Gen Zs that feel like they matter in opinions. And I'm not saying that people don't matter, but you're 13 years old.
I do.
Your life just fucking started. I'm 31 and I still feel like my opinion doesn't matter.
I saw a tweet the other day. Actually, it might have just been today. Somebody said coming on Twitter and seeing the opinion of a 14-year-old is a human rights violation.
It is. You haven't been alive long enough to deal with to see some of the shit that's been going on.
You can say that about like 22-year-olds.
I can say that about a 31-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's shit that I specifically don't speak about because I wasn't around long enough for it.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's like growing up, you saw your parents like damn, when I was born, my mom was 25, 26, something like that. I don't remember. But like growing up, I was like, she's an adult. And I'm like, man, I'm older than she was when I was a kid, and I don't feel like an adult. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
dude, I still don't know what I work for FedEx, man. I've said this 100 times. I work for FedEx. And granted, I love my job. I love what I do. It keeps me physically active. But I felt like at this age, I should have had somewhat of a grasp on what the hell I wanted to do. And I still don't know.
I have a vague idea, but I don't think what I want to do is going to work out for me in the long run.
I mean, that's, I don't know what it is, so I can't speak on it, but.
It's this.
Oh.
I'd like to be able to just talk to people for a couple hours a night like some people do and be able to make a living off of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm good enough to make that happen.
But it's the people you surround yourself with. It's the mentality that you surround yourself with. Because I'm the same way. Like, I would absolutely love to be able to do content creation full time.
Dude, it would be great. But the thing is, like, the social media money now is outrageous.
Oh, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Fucking outrageous. You don't have to have a lot of followers or subscribers to make a shit ton of money.
You just have to be good at what you do.
Yeah.
Well,
pretty much it's you have to be able to get started.
Yes.
Once you get started, if you get going and slowly rolling, you're going to be making a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much money there is to make.
Well, think of it this way too. When COVID started, right? And when I started streaming, like, I'll say it this way. For 2020, I made an easy 5 figures that year and did not work a normal job. Now, granted, there was a very bad disease going on, or very bad like sickness going on. A lot of extra unnecessary money coming in. And people were just sitting at home with nothing to do. So they fell to YouTube, Twitch, whatever.
The people that say streaming isn't a job are people that don't understand what all goes into it.
Right.
Like,
because it is. Because realistically, like,
it is so mentally exhausting.
I've told you this before, man. There's days I do those 4-hour streams and I get off and I'm fucking drained.
It's mentally exhausting and people don't understand that. I'm lucky because my parents understand that. My dad's a dispatcher.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's not physically active, but he is exhausted when he gets home because it's mentally draining, especially all that emotional shit he has to go through. But he's been doing that for 30 some years.
God damn.
I drive a semi. I'm not very physically active, but I am so drained after 12, 13, 14 hours of driving because I'm not doing nothing but I'm sitting there, hands on the wheel, driving down the road every 6, 7, 8 seconds, looking in my mirrors. Because if I don't, I'm gonna hit somebody.
Awareness. Yeah.
And it's just so mentally draining. And people are like, "Oh, all you do is sit all." Man, fuck you.
Yeah, I do sit all day.
My brain is going constantly.
Come do what I do for a day, and that's what people say about FedEx too. They're like, "Oh, that job's not hard." It's like, are you sure?
Have you seen some of the shit people order through FedEx? That shit is heavy.
not only do I drive for 8 to 10 hours a day, not only do I walk/run between 2 or 3 miles a day, but I'm also lifting, if I had to have a generalized number, between 20. No, we'll go lower. Between like 10 and 15,000 pounds worth of shit a day.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is absolutely crazy. Like,
It's
but even saying that and understanding, it's like some of the younger generation just pisses me off because it's like they get so upset over the littlest things. And they're like, well, I'll just quit doing my job and then they'll have to fire me and I'll call it quiet quitting. It's like, oh, you're fucking retarded.
I hate this quiet quitting shit, man. That whole culture with quiet quitting, I can't fucking stand.
It.
Be
I
a
can't
man,
either.
put in your 2 weeks, deal with your shit for 2 weeks, and then move on.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like your job enough, just fucking leave. This quiet quitting where you put in your 2 weeks, but yet you
No,
do
you
less
don't
of-
even put in your 2 weeks. The quiet quitting is you just do the absolute bare minimum until they fire you.
Yeah.
It's like you basically just show up for work.
Yeah, it's just I don't
It's
know,
dumb.
man. Times have changed a lot.
So much.
And
And-
it's getting worse.
And at 30, we're in that weird, awkward position where we understand the older generation and we understand the younger generation. We don't agree with either of them, but we don't get a say in anything.
Absolutely. You're right. But back to the Game Boy thing you were talking about. I couldn't find my Game Boy. But I was having a really shitty day like a week or 2 ago, and Kayla got me like a little gift bag to cheer me up. She got me this little Beanie Baby Black Panther, and I fucking
Aw.
love it. It's the greatest thing ever.
That is awesome.
It's great. Like, I could sit here for an hour and show you some of the cool shit that I have, but then we won't have stuff to talk about later on in the show.
Well, sure we would.
But
I've got. Hold on.
it absolutely is a job, Aiden. I know we touched on that before, but it 100% is a job, without a doubt.
Well, this irritates me. I've still got somewhere that thing I got for you a while back,
Yeah.
and I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I hope it didn't get thrown away. But it was like a little Japanese. It was a bottle about that big. It was like a metal can bottle, and it had a Goku figure on it.
Yo, that's awesome.
And I got it. I got it in one of those Japanese snack pack things. Where
So
it's
Kayla
like,
got me these for Christmas,
oh, that's cool. Is that
but
like
I don't want to.
canned
I don't
drink? Yeah, oh, don't open it.
Yeah, I don't want to open it. I have 4 of them. I have Vegito, Goku, Vegito, Goku, Majin Buu, and Vegeta. I'm
Yeah.
missing one, and it's Trunks. But I'm also at the point I'm like, I don't really care. I don't want Trunks. I don't give
Well,
a fuck.
that's the thing, Aiden. I'm open to having other people on. I can have, I think, up to. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden, we're like, it's me and Beller, but I mean, I'm open to have more people on whenever. Like, it doesn't bother me.
I think I can have up to 10 people on, but that's too much. I don't think I'd want to go above like 4 or 5 at one time. So that would be us 2 and then like 3 more. But yeah, it's pretty much, this isn't, we're not going to be streaming games during this. It's just to talk. Talk. And, you know, we were so dead set on the first one being nothing but conspiracy theories, but I think we'll hold off on that.
Well, that's the thing, though, too, right? Like, I was thinking more about it, and I was like, what should we have this be about? And I thought about it more, and I was like, you know what when we start thinking about topics and when we start gathering topic ideas, that's when it kind of starts to get convoluted and crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, just talk about whatever. If we jump back and forth between 17 conversations, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, story wise, when you said about your friends getting caught, there was a kid in high school that,
Yeah, pretty much, Aiden.
yeah, get shit off of our chests and just talk about really whatever.
Yeah, I don't like
Sorry.
that. No, you're good.
But there was a kid in my high school who got caught having coitus, I'll say, in the library in school. But what made it even more interesting is he didn't have a condom, so he used saran wrap.
Oh, God.
Funnily enough, the girl that he was doing that with got pregnant. It's like, how the hell do you expect that to work, man? It's like, listen, I commend you, homie. You're trying to be safe and you're trying to protect yourself. But at the same time, it's like, why? Just carry one with you. It's not like we have metal detectors when we come through the school anyway.
What would a what?
Because of the foil, the aluminum for the packaging might pick it up.
I guess it is kind of foil, isn't it?
Yeah. Your school did? Yo, so my fiance's school gave out free condoms.
Mm.
I don't know if I trust that, though, because how long have they been sitting there? Right?
I understand why they would. I still don't agree with it, but that's just personal.
Yeah, that's why they teach sex ed in class or in schools, right? And usually it's in high school is when they like really dig into like the safe sex talk and everything.
Lately, it's been a lot younger than that.
There was a 13-year-old when I was in school that was pregnant.
You heard the shit that happened in Loudoun County, Virginia, right?
Wait, hold on one second. About who was pregnant at 11? What the hell? What the fuck? That's wild, dude. What the hell's well, it's Virginia, so nothing surprises me down there. But
yeah, I'm not. I'll get into it off stream because it would like perma ban from YouTube straight away.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man.
Somebody of a certain persuasion raped someone, and then the school wanted to cover it up, so they transferred him to another school, and they did it again. And then,
not outside, not outside.
Yeah, the school just tried covering it up, and then it like the whole situation went viral, and it was bad.
Wanna go to Daddy?
No,
that's crazy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. But there's just
I'm still here, but just
yeah, you're good. Yeah, Aiden, like the world's a fucky place, man. The world scares me a little bit. And like it doesn't help the fact either that there's more serious shit going on that people don't really know about.
They're ignorant to it. Like they hear it, they don't want to believe it, but then it happens and they're like, "Oh, that's not the norm." And it's like this shit is happening a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And it's just so stupid.
It just doesn't. I don't know, man. Like, and that's one thing too that I know it'll happen, but I kind of want to stay away from topics like that because, like,
yeah, it's messed up.
It just makes me angry, and it kind of just throws off my mood and my flow with the whole thing.
It makes me angry too, and like I've talked to you about this kind of stuff personally, and you know my positions on a few things.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't.
We're here for happy times.
Absolutely. What the fuck is going on here?
Not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Go in there with Mama until I'm done, okay? Well, after you can stay in here for a little bit, but then you have to. You got to let the dogs in and give them potty treats. He's a goofball.
You gotta love him, man.
Yeah, he's got 2 birthday parties this weekend.
Hell yeah. Speaking of birthdays, you already know about this.
I do.
But Kayla's birthday was last Sunday.
I didn't tell her happy birthday.
And it was perfect, man. Like,
was it?
Yeah, it was. Aiden, I know you didn't hear it, but Kayla and I got proposed. Jesus Christ. Kayla and I got engaged on Sunday. I proposed to her on her birthday.
It was a good proposal.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was great. It was perfect. Like,
go get him treats, buddy.
There's a spot that she really enjoys because, like, I've talked about this before. So, Kayla practices, I'll use this term loosely, witchcraft, but it's not the typical, like, hateful, baneful shit that most people think of. Like,
is it just like burning incense and stuff?
Well, she does spells and makes spell jars, but her practice is more on the green witch side.
You're not getting another treat, Molly.
So it's like healing spells and like good intention spells, like just a lot of very good shit.
Yeah.
Which is also good because when I cook, I have spices out the ass because a lot of the normal spices she uses is what she uses for her spells.
Hey, babe, where's the cinnamon?
Right?
What?
It's like, oh, it's bubbling in a pot. I'm like, fuck, I need one of them cinnamon sticks. Just pluck one out. But it's really cool. So, like, I took her to one of the spots that meant a lot to her. She went to this spot after her grandmother passed away. And that's where she did a lot of her meditation and a lot of her soul searching and just a lot of thinking at that spot. So when her and I first started talking and got together, that was like one of our first dates was out at her favorite spot. And like we went there a lot and it quickly became a very good place for me as well. Very peaceful, a lot of very tranquil going there. Like the stream running and just hearing water and the birds and leaves rustle, like it was great to see that. And I'm super thankful that she introduced me to this area and that it meant so much to her. So I did a lot of thinking. I was like, and you know how I feel about Kayla. Like, I love this girl to death, man. I would do anything in the world for this woman.
Oh yeah.
So I was
she's
like,
awesome. I like her.
Yeah. And I was like, I want to propose to her. I know when I'm going to do it, but I don't know where. And my original plan was to take her to a waterfall and propose to her in front of a waterfall. But I thought about it more and I'm like, it's fucking January. It's cold. Like, it would just be a terrible decision to go to a waterfall and propose to her at a waterfall.
How'd you like to freeze your tits off as I proposed to you?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So I thought about it more and I'm like, oh my God. At her, we'll call it a sacred spot because it is sacred to her.
Yeah.
I was like, her sacred spot. So I've been planning this since October. Like, I wanted this to be absolutely perfect for her. So I got 2 of her best friends involved, one that she's known for 2 years and one that she's known for 10 years. And I asked them, I was like, hey, would you be willing to be a part of this proposal for me? Because I know how much you mean to her, both of you. So it just so happened that her best friend of 10 years has a birthday on the 12th, or sorry, the 13th. And hers
she called you out. I heard that.
Yeah. And her birthday is on the 15th. So they went over to her one friend's house
Yeah,
to
sanctuary.
have like a girls' night. And I was like, fuck, this is perfect. So I was messaging the one girl. I was like, hey, I need you at this location by this time. And they took out, they took her to get her nails done because Kayla was adamant on if I'm going to propose to her, she better have her fucking nails done. I was like, aye, Captain, it'll happen. So they took her out. She bought her nails for her birthday. But little did Kayla know, the one girl already saw the ring, already saw everything, and she's like, all right, I want her nails to match the ring.
I bet that was hard to get coordinated.
It wasn't actually, though. Like,
really,
I think she walked in. Like, I wasn't there obviously to see it, but when they showed up, it was maybe like 10 minutes after they showed up. Kayla was sending me pictures of like what her nails were gonna look like with like the little tester thingies.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, that looks awesome. Not even thinking in my head, like, oh, fuck, that'll look perfect with the ring. I was just like, yo, that shit's cool. I like it.
I don't know if you'll be able to tell.
But, like, it's...
oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. That's the ring, by the way, Beller. You can finally see it now.
I like it. Well, after you get done telling the rest of this, I got a couple questions for her, so...
Yeah. So... They all get ready. They all get going. So I drive up to the spot. And, bro, when I tell you, it was 20 degrees out. I felt like it was fucking 500 degrees.
Yeah, because your heart was racing.
Dude, I put deodorant on like fucking 30 times each armpit to prevent me from sweating. And I still sweat through everything.
I don't doubt it.
So I get down to the spot and they blindfolded her and had her put headphones in so she didn't know where she was going. Now, mind you, like Kayla had an idea of like I was going to propose, but had no idea where or how it was going to happen.
Well, now hold on. Don't get too much into that part because that's part of the questions I have for her.
Okay. So I'm standing down there waiting and like I bought her flowers. I got her a gift bag with some of her favorite snacks. It's kind of like a preemptive, like, hey, happy birthday. I love you. Here you go. And I had this whole thing in my mind that I wanted to say to her, but she stood in front of me. I took off the blindfold and everything in my mind went away. And all I could muster the courage to say to her was, thank you. Thank you for, because I've told you this, like, she legitimately saved me. Mm-hmm. Not only from my demons, not only from my own mental fears, but she also saved me from myself.
Yeah, it was dark there for a while.
And I told her, thank you for being the light in the dark. And I said, with that being said, I have one more thing to ask you. And that's when I popped down on my knee and asked her to marry me.
Oh.
But it was the sense, too, of like, when I took that blindfold off of her, the world around us froze. And her and I were standing in real time.
And the sun was just beaming down on us through the pathway of trees. And it was amazing. Yeah, absolutely, Aiden. You are your own worst enemy, and she saved me from myself. And she was crying. I was trying not to cry. My best friends were sobbing.
You cried.
I did. Actually, I didn't cry when she was down there. I cried when she was walking down. Because it was that moment in my mind that I was like, I love this girl. I want to be with this girl. And with only in 30 seconds time, I'm hoping she says yes when I ask her to marry me. And deep down, I knew she was going to say yes, but
there's always a slight chance she was going to say no.
Right. That overthinking part of my mind was like, fuck, what if she says no? Then what am I going to do? I didn't plan this far. But when I tell you, man, it was the most perfect day. It was perfect. Like, without a doubt, it was fucking perfect.
How long did she hesitate to say yes?
Yeah. Oh, she didn't hesitate one bit. She only hesitated a little bit because she was trying to stop crying to say yes. But I knew I knew she was going to say yes.
Yeah. So, can she hear me?
Can you hear him? She cannot.
Okay.
If you ask me, I'll ask her. If you want to
Okay.
come close, babe.
So, I think you added us into a chat, what, like 2 or 3 weeks before this happened?
Yeah.
So, you said you had an idea that she probably knew what was going to happen. So, I wanted to ask her how long beforehand she knew something weird was up.
How long?
How long?
Did you hear him?
I heard a little bit. How long beforehand that I knew?
Yeah, that something weird was going on.
I had an idea because he mentioned to me back in October, he was like, don't think I'm doing anything sketchy when I'm hiding my phone. Like,
Oh, that's not a red flag.
because that's when he started the group chat, I guess.
Yeah, so that's when I started the original Snapchat group with her 5 best friends that were supposed to show up. And I wanted to be transparent with her and tell her, like, if you see me doing something shady with my phone, like, please, with every ounce of you, trust me that nothing weird's going on.
Yeah. And
'Cause,
I
like-
never had a thought in my mind that he would ever do anything to like betray my trust and love.
Because like I wanted
trusted him.
it to be perfect, and I didn't want her to find out about it. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
Mhm.
I couldn't have said it. Like, realistically, I couldn't have, or I shouldn't have said anything. But then when I was being sketchy and hiding my phone,
I didn't think you were being sketchy at all.
well, most of the time I was talking to him was at work.
Yeah.
So, but at least if I was home and you saw it, you weren't like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to be honest and open with you about it.
Yeah.
But
So I had an idea, a general idea of like, he was like, I'm planning something for your birthday. So I had a general idea. And like instantly I thought, he's going to end up proposing to me.
can you hear her well?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
it just fine.
All right.
When did that thought process hit? Was like, oh, this motherfucker's proposing.
It started pretty immediately. It's like we've
once you
just
got
been on a level
blindfolded
of
and went down there?
connection where we can pretty much read each other's minds at this point, and we'll literally say the same exact thing all the time. Or he'll say one thing, I was like, I was literally just thinking that right now. But like I had a general idea once he's like mentioned, don't think I'm doing anything shady on my phone. It's just I'm preparing for your birthday.
Yeah.
So, before you ask the next question, I was actually planning to do a pegboard in the shape of
Aw.
a mushroom for you.
Oh.
30 days up until your birthday.
Yeah.
And then each day you'd punch, you'd get a different gift, whatever. Or it would be a note or something.
Yeah.
And then day 15, or like up until the last day, was going to be the first clue to your scavenger hunt.
Oh.
But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, somebody's going to flake.
Yeah.
So the 5 scavenger hunt clues I have leading up to the proposal probably won't work.
Yeah. And it just would have overcomplicated everything. And
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I didn't want
What's
to.
up, Quality 6?
What's up, Andrew?
Oh, is that Andrew?
Yeah, I didn't want to overcomplicate it to take away from the true meaning of what was going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of ixnayed the whole pegboard thing because I was like,
It would have been cool, but a lot
where
of
the
things could have
fuck am I
went
gonna
wrong.
hide this big ass thing? Like, that was my thing. Like, it was gonna be a big fucking like mushroom shaped punch board.
Right.
I was like, where the fuck am I gonna hide it? I can't hide it anywhere.
yeah.
So I stuck, I went simple about it, and I wanted it to be perfect. And I say this to her all the time, but I hope it was. I hope it was perfect.
Because like he even mentioned to me, he was like, I planned on doing like a little picnic, like a little blanket and candles and everything. And he was like, I didn't want to miss the real message behind everything,
Yeah.
which was proposing and professing my love for you and continuing to share our life together, and I couldn't have changed a single thing about it. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm happy for you guys. I was expecting it for a while, and it all seemed everything went good. Hold on.
It did. It went awesome, man. Like,
I just now got your private chat that said bring me in.
oh yeah, no, you're good, dude.
I think between the videos that you guys have shared with me, have almost made me cry as much as I've made Steel cry.
Oh yeah.
Beller's
So-
made me cry a lot in the last 2 years I've known this man, between his generosity with gifting subs and the generosity of helping me in hard times
I
with
just do
losing
what
my
I can.
license and not
Hey, Whiskey.
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 It's good to see you.
But the biggest thing that made me cry with Beller was last year. I was going through a really tough time. My ex at the time cheated on me on Christmas Day and then wanted to blame me for her doing it. That's a whole nother story we can go into at some other point, but it was just rough. Like, that was kind of, it was almost the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, that's the point that I was at, that I was like, this is it. I can't do it anymore. Like, I've gotten hurt too much. I've been heartbroken too much. I can't. And for those of many of you know, I'm a very big Dragon Ball Z fan. Hence why I have a lot of tattoos of Dragon Ball all over me. The one being Broly on my forearm. So I get this message through Facebook, and the first thing I see when I open up was Vic Mignogna's face.
Manana.
I fucking lost it. I didn't even have to watch the video. I just saw it and was like, Jesus, dude, this is awesome. And then I watched the video, and it goes into him talking about he's sorry about the year that I've had. He's sorry about the breakup that I went through, because he went through one as well. But he also mentioned the fact about my Broly tattoo on my arm. And Vic doesn't forget fans. He's very good with remembering who people are. And he said anybody that has a giant Broly tattoo on their arm is pretty cool in my book. And it was awesome. Like, the fact this dude was sitting in a studio, he had a shark onesie on, like, it was fucking awesome.
I thought it was a penguin. Might have been.
No, it was a shark. Yeah, it was a shark onesie. And
I'm gonna have to I've got it on my phone somewhere.
yeah, I still have it too. But it was, you know what? Let me see something here. Maybe I can share the video quick. Might have to go back a little while though.
Yeah, because I did send it to you through Facebook. Or did I email it or text it to you?
No, you sent it over Facebook. Yeah.
Video time.
But it was awesome, dude. Like, I still thank you to this day for that. Like, it was fucking amazing. Here it is. I found it. Do this.
You should be able to share it.
Here we go. We'll cover this up. All right. So, present, share screen. Share this screen, share. Is it up? All right, here we go.
Oh, pause it and turn it up.
It's turned up the whole way. I can't go any louder.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Hey, don't mess with that screen, dude.
How? There's got to be a way to turn it up.
Was it quiet on everybody's end that's watching?
It's like real quiet for me. Is the volume on your computer turned down, like the mixer?
Bro, it's here, let me do this. Stop sharing. Hang on one sec. Downloads. Open this. All right. I think I may have. Gotten it. Maybe. Forgive me, guys. 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Close this down. It was quiet for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Share screen. All right. It should be up now. Let's see if it's still quiet.
Yeah, it's still quiet. Hold on.
I mean, I can turn the mixer volume up a little bit, but that only turns it up in my ear. That doesn't turn it up for anybody or for everybody else.
All right.
But we'll try it again and see. Was it still quiet?
Yeah.
Can you hear it at all?
No.
Settings, audio. I hear it. Are you playing it on your end?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was saying I did hear it.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I was able to I logged back into Cameo.
Forgive us, guys. I want to get this to show you guys because it's really, really cool.
Hold on, it's the wrong one. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Tell me how loud this is.
I can't hear it at all. No, I can't hear it whatsoever. Tech stuff, right? Yeah. AJ, you guys gotta get ready for bed here soon, buddy.
I don't.
But we won't worry about it too much because we're getting like an hour and a half in. But yeah, like that was a big moment for me. Was getting that, and I will keep that video for the rest of time because it's if I ever get down or if I ever get in those moods, like I'll continue to watch that, and it just cheers me right up. But he said in there too, like he would look forward to seeing that tattoo in person. So we were trying to find out like a convention or somewhere that we could go to meet him, because what I wanted to do was get him to sign my forearm and then immediately go to a tattoo shop and get it tattooed on my arm, right where the Broly's at. But yeah, it was cool, man. Like I'll never forget that. But yeah, the whole engagement thing was perfect. Did you have any more questions for her?
No, that was
Okay.
We're good.
Perfect.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. Do you want to wrap it up?
Quite possibly.
We're at 1 hour and 22.
Kyle, I got to tell you something.
I hear it.
Anybody
Okay.
Can you guys hear that now?
Can you hear that now?
who has a giant Broly tattoo on their forearm is clearly a superior human being, without question. I just want to wish you a happy new year. I understand from, I think it's Beller, that it's been a bad 2021 for you. Well, you know what? Me too. I understand you had a couple of really bad breakups. I had one really catastrophic, heartbreaking breakup this past year. And it's been very rough. The last 6 months have been very rough. But I'm with you there, and I get it. But you know what? You never know what the next day is going to bring. There are new opportunities. There are plenty of people in your life that love you. I'm one. Beller's one. I'm sure there are many more. And you never know who you're going to meet just tomorrow or next week. So hang in there. And you know what? Don't give up on your Twitch stream either, okay? I think the world needs more Steel Pikachu. That's what I think. I'm so glad you've enjoyed my work over the years. I enjoyed playing Broly a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I would look forward to seeing that tattoo in person myself someday soon. So come and say hello. Bring Beller with you. And don't get discouraged. 2022 is going to be a good year for you. Take care.
The only thing to add to that is now it's 2023. It's New Year. We're 20 days into it. It's only going to get better from here, guys.
Absolutely, man.
I
This
think
is
that's
the first episode. It's going to be Fridays, schedule permitted, because the last couple weeks we've tried to do it, some stuff has happened. But
free time.
No, I enjoyed it. I hope everybody that was watching enjoyed watching it. Beller, where can they find you at, buddy?
They can follow me on YouTube, which you're watching it right now. Please like and subscribe the video. It'd be great. Once we can finally get it monetized, I will be sharing at least 5% with Steel. But we'll see.
5%.
Yeah.
Damn, you told me 2.5%. I'm getting a raise. Fuck yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So just drop a like, drop a subscribe, and we'll push out the content. Where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me at twitch.tv/TheSteelNations. Underneath right here, it should say. Also on YouTube at The Steel Nations on YouTube as well. There's Twitter, that's Pikachu Steel, but I gotta get that stuff figured out. But yeah, those are the two main ones: youtube.com/The Steel Nations, twitch.tv/The Steel Nations as well.
Next time, don't know what we're going to be talking about. Probably anything, everything, just like tonight.
It was good.
We may have a guest or two on. We don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But I'm starting to get a heartburn. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. I think I'm doing God's work, but
Salute.
take it easy.
Appreciate everyone.